Hey, um, so Happy New Year. I just wanted to let let everybody know, Happy New Year. Um, Welcome the new year with a sneeze. I feel like I sneeze. uh, but yeah, welcome the new year. Uh, what can I say? Thinking of all the things that people say and what they do say, but yeah, like I'm always in a good mood with the new year because a lot of people celebrate it. Although, like, I don't really celebrate it, but I'm excited that people still do celebrate it. And, like, uh, they talk about resolutions. Like, I didn't really think of any resolutions except the obvious, but besides the obvious, like, sip on more olive oil because it's supposed to be good for you. It is good for you. Um, there's lots of doctors talking about things that are good for you, like natural, because that's where they get all the drugs from, is natural things. And, so yeah, like, sip more olive oil to heal my nerves. Um, Cigarettes and coffee don't really help me very much. Uh, they start blocking my nerves, unless I'm just thinking like it's because I'm fat, but I'm not really that fat. So olive oil is supposed to help, clean the veins out. Like YouTubers, like, some of them are like saying how they can't talk about certain things because they'll get flagged for misinformation, yada yada yada. Like, people can't express their opinion anymore. But no, really, like, yeah, you gotta have a certification for everything now just to express yourself on what you think. Um, Anyways, uh, Dasher's playing outside with his buddy. Um, Saw a little chihuahua. Uh, they always run every time I come outside because the chihuahuas are like super skittish. And yeah, so like, I try not to talk about a lot of negativity, like, unless I'm talking to somebody who is willing to accept it, like, in a mature way, like. But yeah, like, I listen to preppers, listen to, like, just regular people, journalists, and, like, what do they call them now? Like, rebels, like rebel journalism, probably. I would term it that, but because you gotta stand up for what you believe in, as long as it's like non-toxic or whatever. And I saw Jimmy Dore and Alex Jones talk. I listened to them for a while. The While I was fixing my toilet, because my toilet was leaking and I don't have any wax, so I use gum, and that'll hold it for a little while. Um, like, so yeah, New Year's, you got to improvise. Sometimes you got to improvise, and who am I to talk about improvising? Every time I get into a situation, I improvise. And but yeah, hope y'all are having a good time with yourself, enjoying yourself, loving yourself, appreciating yourself, and having gratitude about your situations, and um, appreciative of the world. because the world is awesome. And that's why there's so much talk about, protecting the environment. Just don't go a little bit overboard with it, because they like to go a little bit overboard with this and that, and, but there's been, like, I've seen inventions of stuff that have been, to improve society, and, they just weren't ready for it yet, I guess. So yeah, I mean, like people used to ride horses, and then all that technology came with iron, and you know, I feel like horses aren't appreciated as much anymore. Um, they say there used to be more horses than people. That's wild. Uh, they get harassed a lot by the helicopters these days, but they're in kill pens, so save a horse. Go get one. Um, for the people that can't, they're in the city. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Um, horse paintings. But yeah, like whatever you're doing these days, just know that there has been attempts to benefit society, and like um, it's just kind of hard. Like Einstein was upset. I don't know. Like, you ever watch those documentaries and they talk about certain things, um, like like inventions that came to pass, or somebody that was trying to be great and then they couldn't be as great as they wanted to be. You know, um, just you try to benefit society, and then society bites back, and like a lot of people just see that and then they don't try. Well, maybe now is the good time to try, because it seems like society is opening up to a lot of things, um, like with solar power and batteries, which seem to need improvement because batteries keep catching on fire, and um, like solar, put the solar with the battery. Like, why are you just charging it up? And like, they was doing races, they was doing car races for years. Y'all remember those car races? Like, car races with solar panels on the top of the car, and it was electric. um, so yeah, don't want to make this video too long, and and I try to respect people for their differences. I try not to, like, take things personally. When you're talking to people, they're not in the right state of mind or whatever. Like, don't take it personally, like everything that everybody says, because like, they might be in a negative mood, and it's kind of hard to get out of those negative moods if you're like under the influence of something. But sometimes people just have to learn, and they do learn. You got to have patience. You got to have patience. So yeah, 24, I think 24 will be about patience and standing up for what you believe in, but like, don't get carried away. And but yeah, like, I'm not gonna be one of these prepper channels, or like conspiracy, because there's like already a lot of those kind of people. But I'm gonna just try to be real. So, Happy New Year's.